we've got quite a treat for you today. Many of you may be familiar with automotive parts being stored in foil-lined paper bags. Not too many have seen a can of bearings. Here, this one says the Timken Roller Bearing Company, Bucyrus, Ohio, and the date looks like 3 of 1960. So we're gonna crack into these. This is what they look like inside. We'll see if a little modern technology can open these. I don't happen to have a period correct can opener. Here we have a foil lined bearing. This one was paper and foil. And look at that. Pristine and ready to use. That was out of one of the smaller cans. This is the same bearing in this larger can. See what it looks like. This one is paper and no foil. Some of these cans are like boxes of chocolate. Never know what you're going to get. There's many different ways that you can prepare these. You can poach them. My favorite way is to deep fry them. Dip them in flour, egg wash, then panko breadcrumbs. For a pro level deep fry, after you dip in the panko breadcrumbs, you dip them back in the egg wash and then in the breadcrumbs again. Get that extra thick crust. That's my favorite way to do it. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I loaned out my chickens to a friend, and for some reason he hasn't returned them, so I have no fresh eggs to make that. Another one of my favorite methods that we're going to go over today is just a simple pan fry. We're just going to saute them a little bit in oil. It's kind of like frying chicken where the oil covers about half of what you're cooking. You want to use a good oil. You can use olive oil, avocado oil, ground nut oil. I'm just using a simple CK4 oil here. So I have my pan preheated. You want to get it nice and almost a little bit smoky. Medium high heat. Just to get a good crust, good sear on them. So let's go ahead and pop these guys in there. If you ain't clicking, you ain't cooking. And you don't want to crowd your pan, but it's okay if they do touch a little bit. I should have used a bigger pot. Don't crowd the plow. It's not like deep frying where you don't want stuff to stick together. This pan fry method is a little bit easier than the deep fry method. We're just going to do 1 to 2 minutes per side or so. Make sure they're cooked all the way through. And, oh, I almost forgot. Make sure you salt and pepper both sides. Pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. In the shop here, I don't have my open containers to pinch and throw it on. But you get the general idea. Pinch of salt and pepper is about the only seasoning you need for. Bam, bam, bam. This is an Emerald Lagasse pan, by the way. Bam, bam. Hey, works pretty good for these. So we'll let those go another minute. We'll come back and flip them. It's been about two or 3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and flip them. They should be just about evenly cooked. 2 minutes, 1, 2, maybe 3. If it looks like they need a little bit longer, go ahead and For a little longer, just make sure you don't burn the inside, or rather burn the outside to cook the inside. Adjust your heat if necessary. Okay, I flipped them. It does appear that I need to render the cosmoline down a little bit further. So we'll go ahead and we'll do another flip or two. Again, 1 to 2 minutes per side. You're just trying to gently render the cosmoline down, really, and at the same time that will cook and put a nice sear on the bearing. Feel free to baste these as needed with a little bit of your cooking oil to help render that cosmoline. And don't forget, salt and pepper, pinch of salt and pepper both sides. Maybe CK4 was a bad idea. Maybe this whole thing was a bad idea. Engine oil does smoke below 300 degrees. Man, that cosmoline is thick. Is that rust? Once they're done, turn them out onto a wire rack. Turn them out onto a lightly floured wire rack. Woohoo! Hot, 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 hot. Oh, I should have used a spatula. Ah! Man, this stuff looks way better than the stuff they make now. Stacks. Wonder if this is kosher. Non-GMO. You want to let these rest for at least 10 minutes, like a good steak. Rested, they pair great in a wheel hub soup. You can inject them with our QT 5500 bearing packer. They also pair well with a differential sandwich. Use a little spray assembly lube, and also use a little spray assembly lube for a transmission salad. That's it for today's cooking tips. Don't try this at home.